Hey guys, OG Albina here, bringing you guys my APA Little Cup Wi-Fi Season 2 Week 5 battle against the Starfish and his, oh no, Pinecos, I believe it is. But yeah, very cool dude. I believe he's uploading the season as well, so if you want to check out some more Little Cup Wi-Fi content, be sure to go check out his videos on his channel and all that stuff, show him support and all that good stuff. But yeah, with that being said, I do kind of just want to jump straight into matchup. Really quick, I'm going to go over the team matchup. A really quick overview of the 6 I brought, but I did put my Pokebase in the description below if you guys want to check out EVs and all that stuff. But yeah, with that being said, the matchup is as following. Our team, if you did forget, consists of Volibee, Meowth, Clamperl, Sandygast, Machop, Cleffa, Magnemite, Roggenrola, Smoochum, and Lotad. While my opponent's team consists of the Rufflet, Cutiefly, Larvitar, Jangmo-O, Cyndaquil, Gulpin, Tortuga, Execute, Voltorb, and Pansage. Now, the 6 I am bringing, I'm bringing a Berry Juice Mag, Endure Recycle, Volt Switch, Flash Cannon, a Fake Out 3 attack Smoochum, a Fake Out Feint, Seed Bomb, Double Edge, I want to say, Meowth right here, Life Orb, a Bulky Eviolite, Volibee right here, a Choice Scarf, No Guard, Machop, and a Eviolite Weak Armor, Roggenrola with Rocks, Earthquake, Rock Blast, and Explosion. So, looking at the 6 my opponent elected to bring, looks like he went the Gulpin, the Execute, Cutiefly, Rufflet, Voltorb, and Jangmo-O. Right off the bat, biggest threats. Cutiefly can be really scary if he's Calm Mindset and I let my Mag Sturdy get broken, as well as, yeah, just my Mag Sturdy, because I'm not running Sturdy Roggenrola this week, which is, a bit terrifying. Rufflet can always be scary, again, if I let my Roggenrola get really chipped down in range of Superpower, or if I, again, lose my Sturdy on my Magnemite. And Jangmo can be scary as well. So the main goal here is to keep Roggenrola and Magnemite as healthy as possible, and then break with stuff like Smoochum, Meowth, and all that good stuff. No Tortuga was amazing. If you know me, Tortuga is my kryptonite Little Cup. I always lose to that thing. I think I've played it 3 times, and it has swept me like 3 times. So I'm really happy not to see that. I definitely understand why he didn't want to bring it, though. I had a lot to stop it from setting up, and that's kind of how I built my team to make sure it never set up on me. But yeah, with that being said, let's just jump right into the game. I figure Magnemite was a really safe lead on my end. Nothing he could do could ever, knock me out. A lot of the mons that he wouldn't, be able to hit me with would knock me down to my juice and bring me right back up to full. So I figured a pretty free Volt Switch was in order here, as he doesn't have a ground type on this particular build right here. As he does end up leading off with the Gulpin, I'm just going to throw off a turn 1 Flash Cannon. Not much this thing can do to me. There isn't much this thing can do to me, as he actually goes for a Toxic. I assume he expected me to Volt Switch out into something else, but I'm just going to stay in. I'm going to click Flash Cannon again, and you're going to see right here, I actually get a crit. Now, this is really unfortunate. I do apologize to my opponent. Having Gulpin in the back would have been nice for him, potentially. Even as just sack fodder. Breaking my Sturdy even would have been great, but unfortunately, that's the game we play. I'm going to go for a Volt Switch on this incoming Jangmo-O. Mainly because I can go out into my Smoochum, because it covers him going for an attack and bringing me down to my Sash. I can revenge him the next turn, or if he goes for a Dragon Dance, I have my Sash intact still, so I can knock him out with an Ice Beam. As he does end up going for the Dragon Dance, getting up to +1/+1 right here. However, this is completely fine. He's going to go for a Dragon Claw, bring me down pretty low, all the way down to my Sash. However, I hold on, and I'm going to be able to go for an Ice Beam and absolutely blow this thing away. It never lived in any universe, even if he was, unless he was like, really bulky Yachi, which would have been really cool prep, but we would have been alright otherwise. But yeah, down goes the Jangmo-O, out comes the Voltorb. I'm just going to leave in my Smoochum, sack it off. It doesn't have too much value in this game anymore, and I don't really have anything I want to switch in on a Volt Switch. I don't want to have my Mag Sturdy broken for no reason. So down goes Smoochum, but I am going to get a little bit of momentum as he has to pick it what to go into. Goes into the Cutiefly. This is completely fine. Gives me my Roggenrola, which can kind of just throw off a free Rock Blast right here. He has nothing on his team that really appreciates taking it, as he does switch out into the Execute, and you're going to see this Rock Blast does a decent little chunk right here. Depending on how many hits we can get, we can actually 2-hit KO this thing potentially, as we go 3 and get a crit right there, get the 4th hit, bring him down into his Citrus Berry range. I don't think he knew that Oran Berry would be a little bit better here, even if he had 2 Berry Juice Mons. But, nonetheless, we get 5 hits on that, which is really cool because it, keeps this thing pretty low. Gives me a free pivot out into my Volibee, though. Nothing this thing can do can really threaten Volibee, especially with how bulky I am. As he does go for the Leech Seed, gets a little bit of chip back right here. But I can just throw off a pretty free U-turn. We know he's not Eviolite, obviously, because he's a Harvest set, and U-turn always knocks this thing out and, gives me momentum otherwise. So I do go for the U-turn, as he does go out into the Voltorb, which is completely fine. This thing takes a tiny bit of chip, and we're going to get free switch initiative out into our Machop, and we're going to throw off a nice and free Scarf dynamic punch. He can switch into his Spritzy, his Cutie-Fly if he wants, but that's a pretty risky switch and depending on what I might go for, and it's not the most bulky mon in the world, and it's probably his win con this week, so I figured he didn't want to. I do go for the Scarf dynamic punch, as he probably just went for a Volt Switch there or something like that. Knock out the Voltorb, but this does give him a free switch into his Cutie-Fly. I'm not worried though, I still have my Magnemite very, very healthy in the back. I'm going to pivot into that right here on the pretty obvious Moonblast in all honesty, as he does, get a big chunk off on me, and Hidden Power Ground would, obviously knock me out from here, but I do have the Endure. I'm able to go for that right here, bait him into going for the Hidden Power Ground, bring me down to 1 HP, and then getting back my Berry Juice. So this one was really, really annoying versus him. He didn't have a lot for Mag at all, really showing that it's it's worth and all that stuff. As he is going to switch out here, I just go for a Recycle, regardless of what he wanted to go for it covered. If he wanted to stay and spam Hidden Power Ground, that's fine. I can just, Recycle back up and, potentially catch him on a turn where he switches. But he does it right here. Doubles out into the Rufflet. I'm expecting me to go... Honestly, I don't know. Maybe into my Machop. But I am just going to go for a Volt Switch on this thing. He does switch out. Maybe it was a misclick. I don't know. He goes into the Execute, and I'm going to get a free switch into my Volibee right here. As he does get his Harvest back, gets his Citrus Berry, eats that up. But again, like I said, he's pretty much always in range of a U-turn for my Volibee, just because Volibee is really strong, and this thing is, obviously 4 times weak to it. But he's going to go for Protect, scouting to see what I want to go for, maybe thinking I might be Scarf at this point, because I haven't revealed anything other than U-turn, but of course I'm not. He is going to switch out right here. Again, there's no reason for me not to go for the U-turn, even though the switch is pretty obvious. I do go for said U-turn on this Rufflet right here, showing me he's incredibly bulky Rufflet. He's Eviolite with a lot of bulk. I go into my Magnemite right here on the Rufflet, and I'm just going to go for a Volt Switch right here. No matter what, I, live a hit, get back up with my Sturdy. If he outspeeds me, I go for Superpower. But we actually outspeed, and we actually don't kill this thing with Volt Switch, which is pretty insane how bulky this Rufflet was. But he's going to stay in. He's going to go for a Rock Slide, maybe expecting me to go back out into my Volibee or something like that. But we're going to be able to eat that up with our Roggenrola, get our Weak Armor boost, and get up to +2 speed, which is really nice because we actually outspeed everything on his team at this point, as because we know he's not a Scarf Cutie-Fly. So down goes the Rufflet, which is again really nice. And he's pretty much forced to go into his Execute. This is fine though, because I know this thing isn't Eviolite, which means Explosion actually always knocks this thing out from this range. So we're going to go for that, go boom on this Execute, and down it goes with our Roggenrola, but it put in a lot of work, picked up 2 kills this week, which is, all we can really ask for, as I'm trying to find him on the layout. There he is. Cool, and this is just going to lead me to go into my Magnemite and pretty much just win the game with it. I still have my Berry Juice intact, so I can just click Flash Cannon once or twice, depending on, his set and all that stuff. As he does go for the Hidden Power Ground, brings me down to my Sturdy. I eat my Berry Juice, get all the way back up, go for a big Flash Cannon right here. As I'm going a little too fast for the recording right here, but yeah, to go for the Flash Cannon, bring this thing down, and it actually ends up living, and it's not even a Focus Sash yet? I want to say, yeah, it's not even a Focus Sash yet, so he just raw ate that Flash Cannon, a max special attack Flash Cannon, which is pretty insane. But he goes for the second one right here, brings me down to Sturdy once again. I go for the Flash Cannon. I'm going to be able to knock out this Cutie-Fly. And we're going to pick up a nice 4-0 dub here against Starfish and his Ono Pinecos. GG's to him. It was a very, very tough matchup. He didn't deal with stuff like Magnemite plus Volibee very well. We kind of just put him in the vortex of momentum and never really gave him room to breathe in this game, unfortunately. But like I said, be sure to go check him out. I know he's definitely uploading the season. Very, very cool dude as well. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back next week with some Little Cup content. I believe next week's game is Panther, so we play Panther, which is really cool because we've never played Panther in like a Wi-Fi game, like a serious game. We played one other time in like APA Classic, but that's about it. So I am excited to get that game up for you guys. But yeah, with that being said, again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna get out of here. Later.